Can you hear me? What's up? Hello? 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 Am I live? Oh, am I live? What's up, guys? Sermo11 here. I'm sorry if I'm talking like low or because I'm trying to pay attention to my computer. My computer normally goes at elephant speed, but now it's going at snail speed. And that's a huge problem. Like, I can barely browse the internet, so if the computer's not working, I normally go to the laptop, but my parents took the laptop away for some reason, and I'm just like, okay, you take the laptop away, but you still have to use this slow computer, so who wins in this situation? But I left the microwave open, whatever. Today I will be discussing Nintendo's E3 event and everything. I was gonna contact Mason about this, but sometimes he's busy, and I don't really feel like the hassle of like setting all that up. So shout out to Kotaku because they have a list of everything that happened at E3 on their website. Because I was not gonna type a review for this or a discussion or whatever, and there's like a few things I wanted to get out of the way. Last year, Sony, they did pretty good. I think Sony won last year because Sony, what they did, they kept dropping bombshell after bombshell, and they're like, "We're not gonna do what Microsoft does," and the fans are just like, "Woo, woo," and everything. But this year, I think Nintendo, they did very well. Like bombshell after bombshell, like the entire show was good, and then Sony's conference kind of dragged on. I didn't see Microsoft because I woke up late. That was the first one. We were supposed to do like a Skype call for all of these. We did Skype calls for everything except Microsoft. I don't know if I want to do a Skype call anymore. Like, it was fun and everything, but I can't really pay attention to the show. And I know some of the shows are boring, but I still would like to watch it more. We were probably talking more. So we talked over we did a Skype call over EA, Ubisoft, Sony. Sony didn't really announce stuff. Sony, they did announce stuff, but it was like 2 hours long. Who cares? There was no Kingdom Hearts, so whatever. They announced a few interesting things, but I don't really remember. I remember a lot of stuff that Sony announced being shooters and zombie games and whatever. One thing that Microsoft announced that I really did like, and I saw this last year, was Sunset Overdrive, and I think that looks very good. And I like the whole cinematic thing they had going on there, the cutscene thing. Yeah, is that everything about those two? Yeah, I think so. So yeah, last year Nintendo, I think it was their first digital event. Not coming to E3 and everything, or it could have been their. Yeah, I think it was their first, and it was good, but they didn't really. It was good, but it wasn't great. Like, this one was great. This one was awesome. This one was amazing. And last year, I don't know. It was just like some stuff was announced, and this year it's like they announced every Nintendo. This is like, I didn't make any notes, so my points are all over the place. But one thing that I think Nintendo is noticing is that a lot of people are getting their news from the internet, and certain things like the developers roundtable, they recorded the entire thing and put it on their YouTube channel. Like, normally, okay, the computer's being slow again. Is it still recording? I'm sorry, but let me see. Yeah, it's still recording. Okay, yeah, so things like the developers roundtable. Last year they had one for Pokemon. This year they had one for Smash Brothers, and then they had one for like Miyamoto's unannounced games and everything. This is a good idea. Like, I thought this was an exclusive thing, and like an exclusive club. Only a few people can get in here. I think it's still like that, because Game Explain was like live tweeting this and everything, but it doesn't even matter because they filmed the entire thing. Pac-Man was announced, all that. They just did a lot. They streamed on Twitch like nearly all day for like 3 days, and that's cool and everything. I didn't watch all of it because I don't really like watching gameplay. The fact that you announce the game and show them like a trailer of it, a little bit of the gameplay, it's good enough for me. I don't need to watch you play the game for 2 hours or whatever. Yeah, if I don't get to like talk about Miyamoto's unannounced games or anything that I didn't discuss, just tell me. I'll make a follow-up video because I'm using notes, and I kind of want to get into the notes now. Let me just see if Miyamoto's unannounced games are on here. All right, yeah. All right, so I'm just gonna start at the beginning and let's see where this goes. So the E3 conference starts off with like a robot chicken joke, and they have like the robot chicken animation and everything. This is very nice, Nintendo. They didn't have any cursing or anything, like the actual show does, but it was very nice. And they took some jabs at the fans. We want Mother 3. Where's the new Star Fox? And I always think, when a company jokes about their fans, that means the game is coming. Because you would just be a jerk to like talk about that but not announce it. So Mother 3 and Star Fox. And Star Fox is getting a new game, but I don't know about Mother 3, but maybe Mother 3 is confirmed, who knows. And then there was this thing with Reggie and Iwata fighting and everything. I don't know, I really don't like Iwata just because of the fact, because they have him talking in certain things, and he's not a native English speaker, so I don't like his English. It makes the show kind of bad. Like, just let Reggie or Bill do it. Let someone from America do it. I don't understand why Iwata is voicing like the Rex and stuff. But he was sick, so he couldn't be at E3 and everything. But yeah, the whole thing is like Reggie and Iwata fighting, and it's basically to showcase that the Mii is now in Smash Brothers, which is something I predicted and we all knew it was going to happen. And actually, Sakurai wanted to put Miis in Brawl, but I think he either didn't have the time or he felt like they didn't really belong in the game, something like that. Some people are mad. It's like, oh my god, Miis are in the game. I hate Miis. And if you haven't noticed, Miis have been around for like 8 years, so you need to, sit down. And you don't have to use the character. Like, the Nintendo fangirl was getting angry because Pac-Man was in the game. She's like, I will not use Pac-Man. I'm just like, what are you talking about? Pac-Man's awesome. Why can't Pac-Man be in the game? I mean, Namco was helping with the game. Pac-Man should be in the game. People predicted that Pac-Man would be in the game. And actually, I left a comment on a video saying that the Mii is going to be announced next week. This is pre-E3. And then this guy, he replies back. He was like, "You were right." I'm just like, yeah. Because I don't remember that comment at all. So I talked about the Mother 3 joke. Apparently, Smash Bros. Has been delayed. I wasn't really paying attention. I wasn't paying that much attention. Like, I was paying attention because I started the Nintendo conference by myself, and then my friend, he's like, we have a Skype call going on, so I tried to watch it and talk to them at the same time. I'm like, I can't do this, so I stopped the live stream, and I'm just talking to them. They're like, Melvin, have you finished it yet? I'm not like, no, you guys have been talking constantly. We've been talking and stuff, so I was going to watch it later. And yeah, as I said before, my parents took the laptop away, so I had to use the tablet for like Skype, and then use my iPod for E3. It was kind of a hassle, and it was stupid, basically, because I'm saying and a lot, but I don't know. I prefer the laptop. The laptop is better. Like, I always say that tablets are cool and everything, but it can't beat a computer. It can't be a laptop. They just can't. And then, like, all these companies are coming out with these these tablet computers, and no, it doesn't work like that. It's not a computer if you can take part of it away and leave the house with it. Okay? That's not a computer. So Smash Bros. Has been delayed to October 3rd, and oddly enough, it's coming out before Pokemon. I was like, dang, because I'm definitely going to drop Smash Bros. To play Pokemon. That's a definite. And a lot of people are like, summer is in October, and yeah, that's completely true, but I don't really mind. Sakurai was kind of saying that he has to debug a lot of things, and that's kind of why the Wii U and the 3DS version are coming out at different times, but I'll definitely be buying both. And I might try to buy a Wii U within the time interval that Mario Kart 8, and you get with Mario Kart 8, and you get the extra game, and I'll probably get Wind Waker, which I'm sure a lot of people are getting. Smash Brothers has new modes and everything on the 3DS. I think they already showed this off before. I don't know about that, so I'm not even going to talk about that. Yeah, the whole thing with Reggie and Iwata, they announced these figures called Amiibos, and I don't have a problem with it. I mean, the figures look cool and everything. It was rumored that Nintendo would be doing this, and this rumor and the Mario Maker rumor were completely true, which means someone at Nintendo is probably getting fired right now for leaking this information. But yeah, Amiibos, it's basically like Skylanders for Nintendo, and you buy the figure, and there's like a sensor on the Wii U tablet controller. I didn't know that. You place the figure on there, and you can put the figure in the game. Yay! And then they announced that this feature will be available for things like Mario Kart 8, which means, Mario Kart 8 DLC maybe confirmed, possibly. You guys really need to watch Game Explain. Game Explain is an awesome channel. You know how like every year I have my favorite channels and everything? I'm enjoying the heck out of Game Explain. I'm watching most of their videos. I'm saying most because sometimes they do like gameplay videos or like Let's Plays. I don't watch that stuff very often. But everything else, like the reviews, their discussions, sometimes their gameplay, it's a very awesome channel, and they know what they're talking about. They take trailers and they analyze the heck out of them, and they're usually right on a lot of things. But yeah, what was I talking about? Amiibos, yeah. So they can be put into Smash Brothers, and basically these figures can be trained and stuff, and then the data stored on the player, not the player, the statue thing, and you can go to like a friend's house and then place that on there and put it in the game, and it'll fight, which is weird, but I don't know. I think this is more of like a novelty thing. It's like, hey, I own all these figures, which is cool and everything, but I'm not really going to actually use them. And apparently they're going to be like the same price or around the same price as Skylanders, but I don't own any Skylanders, and my computer's too slow, so I can't really look the price up right now. But I've seen the Skylanders in the store, so yeah, that's good enough. But the figures look very nice and everything. I guess it's possible DLC. I don't know. I would prefer just to buy the character or download the character directly on my Wii U instead of using a figure. But I don't know if it's like DLC. But that's what a lot of people are thinking. It's probably gonna be DLC. And what does Amiibo mean? That's a very strange name and everything. But whatever. Next topic. Captain Toad. Now, Captain Toad originally was going to be like my favorite of E3 2014 until they announced something else later in the show, so I'll get to that later. But yeah, Captain Toad, it's basically, there are these levels in, Super Mario 3D World or Super Mario 3D Land, and I guess you can control a toad who, I don't know, travels or whatever. And the levels were like completely different, and apparently I guess people like the levels, or they just gave the levels like its own game and everything. And basically it's a toad. I think it's more like avoiding enemies. I don't know. There was like different types of gameplay in the game, because I remember when I was watching them play the game on E3, there was one and what I've heard is like Toad gets into a cart and it's like a first-person perspective on the gamepad, and he's throwing turnips at enemies or whatever. And then another one was Toad being in a room with a dragon and walking around avoiding the dragon's hits, and I think he can take one hit. So yeah, the game looks very nice, and I have to try Super Mario 3D World because I haven't really been buying that many things. I mean, eventually I need some new video games and everything. I'm trying to finish Zero's Last Reward because I'm almost done. I think I'm on the final ending, or am I? No, I'm not on the final ending, but I'm almost there. No, I might be on the final ending. Yeah, I think I'm on the final ending. I don't know. I haven't played in a few days. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Gates of Infinity. It sucks. It was better. The DS one was better. I don't know what they did with this game, but I know one of the things that I didn't like. Like, I don't understand how you mess up your own game. They took out a feature where you could do multiple quests or missions at once, and now you can only do one, and it's a pain. Been playing Mario Kart over and over again. That's kind of getting boring now. I'm starting to play Animal Crossing more because I want to. Oh, and there's my notification. I have to go to the island on Animal Crossing and hunt beetles so I can get some money to pay off my house and get the dream thing, the dream suite in the town and everything. So I'm trying to play Animal Crossing more, which I don't see the hype about the series, but it's cool. I hope Nintendo announces an Animal Crossing for Wii U. That'd be pretty cool. Just going off completely off topic, Yeah, I need to leave that notification here, but I guess I can't. Yeah, I want to check out the Super Mario 3D World game. I've been buying more anime and manga stuff. Might need to stop that. the new Legend of Zelda is pretty cool. It's sort of an open world game, and the only like open world games I really know of currently are like GTA and Watch Dogs, or is that more like a sandbox thing? I think it's still an open world, or is that more like Xenoblade? Because I know you can walk around Xenoblade and everything. Like Xenoblade's huge, and basically what the creator of Zelda was saying, that everything you see, even the mountaintops, can be explored. And what they've done is it's similar to what was the DS game, the new one, the new 3DS game, Link Between Worlds or something like that. Yeah, that one had where you could like go into the dungeons in any order, and I guess this is similar. A lot of people didn't. I guess they didn't notice this, or they didn't say anything about it, but I noticed it. You know, it's similar to that. It's an open. It's like open. You know, you can do whatever you want. You can go whatever dungeon you want. And I guess these games aren't as story driven, because I was reading comments and people are saying that they like something that's more story driven. I don't know. I don't really play Zelda that much. I have Twilight Princess, but I don't like it. Like, first of all, I don't like the controls for the Wii. I hate the controls for the Wii. I need another controller and everything. But that'll probably change once I get the Wii U. Hopefully I'll have a GameCube controller, because apparently that's a definite controller for Smash Brothers and everything. But yeah, Game Explain, they did an awesome analysis on this. Like, they zoomed in like crazy, and there's a lot of stuff in the background. So they did a very good job with that. So you can go check that video out. Zelda's cool, but I don't know. I like the cinematics more than the actual gameplay. Like, they did a cutscene sort of trailer for the game, and it looked very nice. And it looks like they're going to have some sort of technology or machine technology in the game now, which is awesome. But I hope this is not like half an hour video. Hopefully I'll be done in like 5 minutes or something. I need to start going faster. Pokemon Omega Ruby. Stop, Melvin. Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. I don't think I ever made a video on these, did I? Yeah, I did. They're coming out on November 21st. I'm definitely thinking about buying both of these, because I own Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, and these are just like the best games in the series for me. And it's kind of running on the X and Y engine, because, you know, it looks the same and everything. Kyogre and Groudon, that's how you say the names, Game Explain. They are going to have like they're going to have like some sort of it's not a mega evolution, it's almost like a de-evolution, but like, you know, they go back to their sort of original forms and everything. They're bigger. Groudon now has a fire type, so it's fire ground, and then Kyogre gains an ability and everything. And this kind of reinforces the whole thing I was talking about, Nintendo taking whatever was online and bringing it to the center stage, because Game Freak has been doing this since like last year with X and Y. And, you know, the Korokoro leaks, the next thing, you know, you see this on the Pokemon channel and everything, because the Korokoro leaks had Sceptile and Swampert's Mega Evolutions, and Denice, or whatever it's called, I don't know the name of the Pokemon, it has Mega Evolution as well. So yeah, more Mega Evolutions, which is awesome. I just can't wait to play the game. The trailer was alright. I don't really like the realistic trailers. You know, you put a real human in the world and everything. Like, I slowed down this I stopped the trailer a lot just to see who was riding on that Pokemon. I think it was like Latios or Latias, and it was a kid, like the Asian kid from the trailer. And I prefer like an animated trailer. But yeah, there wasn't that much shown off about Pokemon. Pokemon was more like the big thing last year. Now it's more about Smash Brothers, because I heard most of Nintendo's booth at E3 was over like Smash Brothers and everything. Bayonetta 2 is coming out on the Wii U with Bayonetta 1 on there, and then they're gonna have like costumes, like she can dress up like Peach, Zelda, and probably other stuff. I'm not gonna play it, but I guess it's interesting. I don't know. You think they would put her in Smash Brothers? I don't know. Some people were getting angry, like, I thought Nintendo would announce more characters for Smash Brothers, and I'm just like, after the amount of news Nintendo announced, and then how many characters were announced? The Mii is like 3 characters in one, because, you know, there are different types of Miis. Pac-Man, who else was announced? Palestina and Game and Watch possibly. They announced a lot of stuff, so I don't really see how you can be disappointed. And I guess people want to know all the characters before the game even comes out. Like, chill out. um, Hyrule Warriors looks nice, but it looks like it'll get repetitive. It's Zelda and Dynasty Warriors in one game. Some people don't like it, and I'm just like, I don't like you. So, yeah, Zelda. You can play as Zelda now, which is different. You can play as Midna from Twilight Princess, and you can play as Impa from the Zelda series, and you can play as Link, of course. And there are other slots, which means other characters will be in the game. Looks nice, but it could get repetitive considering there, just enemies all over the place. Yeah, that's kind of all I have to say about that. If you remember Kirby's Canvas Curse, which is like an old DS game, like around the launch, it's getting another game which is going to be on the gamepad. And the thing I don't like about Nintendo, like what they're doing now, is they might be taking some of the DS games and putting them on their console. And the problem with that is, I don't own a Wii U, and the Wii U is not mobile. It's mobile in your home, but it's not like you can take the Wii U wherever you want. It's not mobile like that. You can actually like use a Wii U in the car, but that's a lot of work. It's just the fact that I don't think all the games should be converting to this sort of handheld console thing. And I think eventually it's going to get to the point where they're going to have a console and a handheld in one. Kind of like the Wii U, except the fact that you can take it with you. That's what I'm expecting from Nintendo within the next few years. This one's like claymation. I thought the game looked boring. I'm a big Kirby fan and everything, but I thought this looked boring. You're just taking Kirby and you're using a line to move a Kirby ball around and everything. What was the other one? Mass Attack? Yeah, that one was alright. You control like 10 Kirbys at once. The Xenoblade Chronicles X looks awesome. It looks very nice. Like, this is my type of game, an open world and action art. Is it action RPG? Yeah, it's action RPG. It's very nice. Cutscenes all over the place. It's probably gonna have great story and everything. It's kind of based on this planet, but everything's changed, or it's like in the future and everything. I have not played Xenoblade Chronicles yet, but I would totally buy it. I don't know if I want to shell out $80 for it, but I want to buy it eventually. This game I'll definitely have to buy used because I'm not paying $80 for a video game. That's never gonna happen unless it's Pokemon. Not biased at all. Yeah, I don't think you can customize your character on the previous game. In this one, you can customize your character. So I guess the main character is not as important. The way I see it is, if you can customize the main character, they're not as important as they were in the previous game. Let's see. There's a lot of news, guys. But let me just try to go through this as fast as possible. You'll be able to make your own levels. Mario Maker, it looks alright, and you can switch to like different styles, like the classic Mario Bros. And then the new Super Mario Brothers style. It's okay. I wouldn't want to make my own levels, but for all like the creative people out there, you can do amazing things with this. You can make your own levels now. Yay! And apparently they're gonna be bringing like different styles and stuff. Maybe not even like Mario, maybe different games into this. So that should be cool. Okay, this game stole the show for me. And if you guys like in the Skype call or watching this, Splatoon, you know how excited I got when I saw this. Splatoon, I feel like it's up there like one of the best games at E3 this year. So Nintendo is making like their own shooter now, and it's third-person perspective. Yeah, third person because you can see your character, and they shoot ink all over the battlefield, and then they can turn into squids and go into the ink and move around and stuff. You can shoot it on the walls, and you can go around on the walls and everything. And basically the mode that they showed off at E3 was you spray ink everywhere, and the one who has the most ink all over the place wins. And they're like teams and everything, and the little characters like squids and stuff. It looks very good. Like, this is definitely one of my favorite games at E3, and I can't wait to play Splatoon. Like, this is something I would want to buy a Wii U for. What else is there to talk about Splatoon? I heard that there might be more modes and everything, and then there's a rumor that there might be voice chat. And the whole problem with voice chat is like Nintendo's very they're very antsy about this. They don't like having voice chat and stuff in games. They don't like having communication in their games because it can lead to bad stuff. You have communication in your games, and then suddenly a kid, it's been raped on the 5 o'clock news, something like that. That's not even funny, for real. Like the whole situation with SwapNote. Some kid was like sending pictures to this old man or something, and then they met up at a hotel somehow. And if you're a pedophile and you're using the 3DS to like prey on kids, that's so lame. Like it's a bad thing, but it's lame at the same time. It's like, oh, I'm picking up kids with my 3DS. Like they're at the pedophile convention, and it just sounds so lame. But I feel like any form of communication can lead to bad things, and I haven't really heard as many stories or any stories with like Sony and Microsoft running into this issue, so I don't understand why Nintendo is. I hope they have voice chat, but I don't know. I wouldn't want to voice chat with strangers. So Palutena was announced for Smash Brothers, and they had this whole anime trailer. It was animated by Shaft. I don't know what animes they animate. I think they animated that actors anime that's going on right now that I dropped. Like I dropped that during the first episode. I didn't even finish the first episode. That's how bad it was. So yeah, but the animation for this trailer looked very nice. Got me hyped for a Smash Brothers anime, and it has like the comedy, or like just Palutena from Kid Icarus Uprising. You get her personality and everything in there. And it looks like I'm gonna be going to 30 minutes. My throat hurts. She looks cool. She has a lot of the attacks from the game. Like all the items that Pit could equip and everything. Him and Palutena have stuff like that in their moveset, which is cool and all, but I don't know. I feel like it's a little bit uninspired. I would prefer more original movesets with, also incorporating things from the game. Did we see her final Smash? I don't know. It's possible. But the whole anime trailer, it starts off with Link and Pit fighting, and Link's not saying anything, staying true to the character and everything. And basically, Link is taking Pit out, and then Palutena comes in there, and then they go into like the trailer and everything, and they use her anime image for like the, I don't know, whatever it's called, with like the image that you announce a character and then it's like Palutena does something into the game. I don't know why they used the anime image. I would prefer like a 3D image. And then at the end of the trailer, Pit 2 or Dark Pit comes in there, and he has like his own voice and everything. So that's leading people to believe that Dark Pit will be in the game, or the costume for Pit, the Dark Pit, might be changed up a little bit. I think that would be awesome. Or if like Pit had 2 different modes, Dark Pit was slightly different. I think that would be cool. Fantasy Life is a level 5 game. It's coming out. I guess it's like Animal Crossing or Tomodachi Life, kind of like that. So I will be checking that out. Mario Party 10 was announced. I don't play Mario Party, but yeah, good for you guys. It's gonna be like more where you're controlling the villain, like Bowser's Inside Story. So you're gonna be controlling Bowser in this game, or I think you'll have the option to control Bowser, something like that. New Star Fox game, which was leaked before E3 or around that time. The one thing I don't like about Star Fox is it's just a shooter with planes and stuff. I want them to actually get out of the plane and fight, go to different planets and everything and fight. I hope they incorporate a feature like that. I think they've had that in past games. I've never even played Star Fox, but I think it would be better if you could just get out and fight. So, yeah. Star Fox is back. Now we need another Metroid, another F-Zero, and I think that's about it. You don't see anyone complaining about ice climbers or stuff like that. Yoshi's Wally World or whatever. It's like Kirby's Epic Yarn, but with wool. And apparently it's going to be similar to Yoshi's like actual game, so it's going to be hard, which is awesome and everything. Shigeru Miyamoto showed off his new games. There was one like a robot sort of game where you move around the gamepad and have to fight like giant robots and stuff. I heard it's very slow. It didn't really look that interesting to me. And they actually had to say during the live demo, they're like, you can cheer more now. And I'm just like, it doesn't look that good, guys. And what was the other one he announced? It was like you had robs and robots and stuff going around, and with a gamepad, and you had to shoot them because they could get to your location. And apparently that's like a feature he might want to put in Star Fox. The games don't look that amazing. Like, I don't know how long he's been working on these, but it's just like, everyone's just hyping this dude up, and I feel like they shouldn't hype him up as much, even though he created all these great series and everything. You hype him up so much, and then like what he announced wasn't even that good. just in my opinion. Yeah, GameCube adapter is going to be $20. New Mega Evolutions, already talked about that. Devil's Third, which is by the creator of Ninja Gaiden. I'm guessing this on another platform. Like, is there a Devil's First and a Devil's Second? Don't know, but it's a Wii U exclusive. And they were talking about like why Nintendo's having problems. Like, when the Wii U first came out, they had like a zombie game, but they also had Mario and other stuff. Like, what market are you trying to apply to? Because if you look at Sony, it's mostly shooters and all that. I guess it's just like Nintendo's getting like these exclusives, but how well will they sell? That's what I wonder. Yeah, they had the Luigi's Death Stare in there in their conference. Let's see. I don't know why Zelda Williams is so popular. Is she like? I know she's like Robin Williams' daughter. Is that the only reason her name's Zelda? Like, why is she getting invited to all these Nintendo events and everything? She doesn't really seem that cool to me, but whatever. They filmed like the entire Smash Bros. Invitational, and I actually did put a video up for that contest. It was on my Instagram page for like a week or two, so I don't know if you guys saw it or not, but I took it down because I can't have my face out there, Yeah, this guy won, and I didn't see his match. I think it's up online, but I didn't watch it. It was kind of interesting. Yeah, I watched some of it. The announcer was kind of annoying. He kept talking, like saying everything they were doing. I was like, why was this guy even invited? Like, we don't need an announcer for a tournament, just in my opinion. But yeah, there was a statement that Nintendo released, like something about Twitch. Like, they don't want people like streaming Twitch, like streaming to Twitch off of their Wii U. Basically, it's a feature that Sony and Xbox have currently. And I don't understand. It's very stupid. Like, Nintendo's smart, but they're stupid in the same sense, or like in this. Sometimes they're smart and sometimes they're dumb. Because I think this is a key feature. There are a lot of people who make videos and do stuff on Twitch, so why not have the feature? Like, people will sit down and watch gameplay. I don't understand. Like, they hosted, like Neo GameShark was saying, they hosted an entire Smash Brothers tournament that went very well, and they're complaining that people don't like watching stuff on Twitch. It's dumb. Okay, I don't like streaming. I don't like watching on Twitch because Twitch is very slow. I don't know if that's my internet connection. My internet connection is supposed to be super fast, so I don't know what's up with Twitch. But yeah, if I don't finish any of my points, just tell me. Pac-Man was announced at the developers roundtable or whatever, and it's cool. His final smash is like a big Pac-Man biting people or eating people, and they turn into the ghost eyes, kind of like in the video game. His attacks some of them are references to Namco stuff. He has arms and legs. At some points, he turns into his original form. And yeah, we have Mario, Mega Man, Sonic, and Pac-Man. And I guess that's kind of like a big deal. We have like these video game legends in a game all together, which is awesome. Yeah, I think that's it. Nintendo did a very good job. I don't know if the Wii U will be selling well after this, or if Mario Kart is saving the Wii U right now, but it's possible, and I kind of want to pick up a Wii U. And I think Nintendo did the best. They won E3 this year, and people are like legit arguing about this. They're like, no, Nintendo didn't win this, and I'm just like, you must not be a Nintendo fan if you didn't enjoy this, because I thought it was very nice. Yeah, I'm sorry for like the and everything, but yeah, that's my Nintendo E3 discussion. If I missed anything, leave a comment. If you like this video, like it. Share the video if someone's bored, they want to watch a 30-minute discussion. Like me on Facebook, it's SirMel11. Follow me on Twitter, it's Melvin2898. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later. I'm tired. I need some food. Bye.